guys, we are Dan and Sam. I'm going to say we are the Matthews. I always introduce myself first, but our platform is we are Dan and Sam.
Yeah, nobody sees the Matthews anywhere.
Or Dan. You're like
we're the Matthews. They're like, the who?
You're like rarely.
We are Dan and Sam.
So, this is
Dan.
I'm Sam, and we are on a surrogacy journey helping a couple bring their baby into this world, and we are 33 weeks along. I wanted to do this video halfway through our journey just to let you know how we are mentally and emotionally handling it. I did one on how to prepare for it, so that you know going in, just like kind of what to expect, but we want to do a little mid-journey recap. Do you want to start of how you're feeling and how you're mentally processing and handling everything?
Yeah, I feel like for me right now, I'm in a really good spot. I'm excited. We're getting close.
Chill.
I've been pretty chill the whole time.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's a journey. It's not like an immediate, it doesn't just happen. Like the whole process is gonna take time. And I mean, for us, we're 4 years into it.
Yeah.
Like from the time we first decided that we were gonna do it to now, that's how long it's been. There's definitely been highs and lows. Like, you get pumped full of hormones at the beginning to trick your body into getting ready for pregnancy. So there's a lot of that stuff, but I knew that during those times, like I needed to be strong for you. And so, I mean, I'm just not a super emotional guy anyways.
It's very logical.
I don't have like these, I mean, I get excited, don't get me wrong. I get super excited about stuff. I'll get bummed out about stuff, but it's instead of like this, I'm like
a little.
And I would say if below is negative, above is positive.
He's like,
if I do have any big peaks, they're all above the line.
That's good.
And so, yeah, I've been good for the most part all throughout.
How are you processing the fact that like this isn't our baby and we're not bringing a baby home, like mentally?
I mean, I'm doing fine with that. I think that stuff, gosh, I feel like I knocked all of those concerns out or those worries out
early on,
like 2 years before you even got pregnant.
And I think because we had set in our heart that we did feel like, I would say it's probably like 95%, 99.9% I say sometimes, that like we were done with our family. Like originally when we got married, we were like, oh, like 6 kids and then 4 kids. And then we had our 2 and we're like, we're good.
Listen, I never counted out, because all it takes is her to say one time like, oh my gosh, Ember would do so good with a little brother or sister.
Would.
But I'm like, okay, so this is a very real, like it just went back to 50-50 if we're gonna have another one.
No, on that side though, the kids would. They love babies, they do. But I just look at like what I could handle or like where we are at in life, and we are so adventurous, we're so nomadic that I don't feel like we could, I mean, I can't say that we couldn't because the Lord would equip us for it, but that like we couldn't handle another one right now, or we don't want to have another baby part of our life right now. And so knowing that we were done ahead of time helped with the fact of like, oh, this isn't our baby. Oh, like we never had that like, oh man.
We at no point thought we were going to be bringing another child home.
Yeah. So knowing
that
it wasn't ours.
I haven't struggled with that thought at all throughout this whole thing.
And I've gotten a lot of questions recently like, how are you going to give the baby away? How are you going to give the baby back? How are you going to handle that? And I mean, we'll do another video postpartum of how we handled delivery and how we handled, handing baby over, which I won't, because doctor will grab baby and go. Like I'm not gonna be in that mix.
It's not like we hop in a brown truck and drive over and like, here, sign here.
Yeah. So, but right now I've been getting a lot of questions on how am I preparing for that? How am I handling that? And again, like knowing before going into this journey, we knew that the end result was someone else's baby, not ours. Before transfer, we know this genetically is their baby, not ours. Every milestone that we pass through of our journey, we know that this is a milestone for the intended parents. It's not our baby. We're not picking out a name. We're not planning a shower. We're not, doing a nursery. And so, which I think all of those things help like build your excitement as a parent and like welcoming that baby. But since we're not, like, other than taking care of myself, my health, my emotional state, my mental state, and the baby, that's all I'm required to do. And so as long as I'm doing that, you know, all the prep work is on the parents. And so not doing that kind of gives us that separation of the emotional attachment. Don't get us wrong, like, we're emotionally invested in this journey. We pray for this baby daily. Ember comes up almost daily and kisses my belly and, oh, baby, like, you know, and wants to feel the baby kick. The kids are a part of it. So emotionally, like, we're invested, but maternally and like paternally, we're not, because it's not ours. And we never want to take that role from the parents, because that's their role to fill, you know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not now, but when baby comes, that's their role to fill. And so, you know, that helps with the separation of the emotions, a part of the journey.
Yeah.
So all that to say, we're doing well. We're excited. We're hopeful for delivery, that everything will go well. We're excited for the moment they get to become parents. And again, after, you know, delivery, I'm not going to assume that I won't have any postpartum blues, but thankfully I didn't with the kids. And I don't expect any different. We are preparing to travel a lot as a family. And so instead of looking at, oh man, we're not bringing baby home, we're going to be like, let's go to Utah.
Well, yeah, and that was one of the things that a lot of people said is, like, plan a big trip for right after and give yourself something to look forward to and be excited about, so that you're not dwelling on the fact that, like, you don't have a baby, you didn't bring a baby home, what's going on?
Yeah.
And so we've been looking forward to that. We're going to be potentially traveling for like a year. We're also building a house and we sign on property soon. And so, like, our lives are constantly evolving, and so I don't think it's going to be an issue for us.
I think it's a good thing, and if I can encourage in any way, it would be to direct your focus somewhere else. Don't sit and think about, oh, the baby, oh, what if I miss them, oh, what if this, what if that, because if you start to think that, that's where your mind and heart's going to be. But if you have that disconnect and you're like, you know, planning a big trip, you're planning some fun things, then you won't have that. Another thing we've done to mentally and emotionally prepare for labor and delivery is things like, in a birth plan, how does that look with us getting closure, in a sense, and the kids having closure. And so we ask the parents if, you know, after I deliver, they take the baby back to the room before I'm discharged from the hospital, if they can bring baby. You know, we'd love to hold baby, pray over baby, get a few pictures for us, so that I have that closure. And then from there on, like, I don't feel like I need that. And then with the kids, we wanted them to have time as well to meet the baby. You know, they don't fully understand what all is going to happen, but they'll see me without the baby or with a little bit smaller belly. And so we have arranged for, before the intended parents go back to their home state, that they would get to meet baby. And so planning those things ahead of time to, again, give you closure and help you see the journey through, I think is good. So I'm really excited to see how that will play out and for the kids. And so far we're doing good.
It's happening
I'd
soon.
say like 9 out of 10, because I'm emotional just in general pregnancy. But for the journey, like emotionally, mentally, out of 10, how are you feeling?
Yeah, probably 9.5, 10, yeah.
If you're a 9.5, that means I'm an 8.5, because I'm emotional pregnancy-wise, hormonal-wise, but not like...
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's not really fair to judge yourself on a 10 scale for anything.
I would say
like
you're a 10. What would you say that I...
Just in... maybe like a 7.5? 7.5, 8?
What?
That's pretty good. That's like a C plus to a B. I mean, that's better than any grade I ever got.
That makes me feel better.
I'm just kidding.
Anyways, we're doing well, and you can continue following our journey at Weird and Sam on all platforms. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this video to stay updated.